Well, hello, everybody. We are about to get started with Back to Basics this Monday, and I am joined by Commander Man Lopez and members of the 4th District Police, a fantastic district in the Metropolitan Police Department. Give them a big round of applause. And the commander can tell you a little bit more about everything he's doing to drive down crime in the district. So let me tell you what we are doing today. We are focusing on how to reduce thefts from autos in the District of Columbia. While we are always vigilant about violent crime, we know that we still have a lot of work to do in reducing property crime in the District of Columbia, and theft from auto is one such crime. Today, we're here in Ward 4 to remind everyone to hold on to their vehicles, take them with you instead of leaving them in a parked vehicle. Unfortunately, we have noticed, and we continue to notice around the district, these types of theft from autos. So that said, we've learned that the most effective ways that we can avoid this type of theft is to make sure that we're locking vehicles and not leaving valuables in plain sight. So in a few moments, we are going to hear from Commander Man Lopez about what his team is doing in Ward 4 and what we can do around the city to prevent this. And the strategy that we're going to talk about today is one such that we have deployed, and when I was the council member for this ward, we certainly would work with MPD on this type of effort. And so what people will see is, and sometimes we're doing this during the day, sometimes MPD does this overnight, is they'll just walk down the street, they'll peek in vehicles like a would-be criminal might do, and see if we have any valuables in that car. So we'll leave just a friendly reminder. It looks like a ticket, but it's not, and it will say to the resident, listen, this was the police this time, and we noticed some valuables in your car. It could be somebody, a would-be thief the next time. So just as a reminder, don't leave valuables in your vehicle. So now I'm going to turn to the commander, and he's going to tell us a little more.
Good afternoon, everybody. The mayor is exactly right. Right now in the 4th District, our violent crime is way down by over 25%. Last year, we won the Crime Reduction Award through the entire police district.
Right.
Thank you. And we want to continue that trend. But the one thing that's driving our crime now is going to be those thefts and thefts from autos. And what we do here is we try to remind everybody at every community meeting that we go to, don't leave anything in your car, even if it's something that you don't believe it's valuable. If it's a bag, most of those people don't know what's in that bag, and they're still going to try to steal it. So the first thing is leave things out of sight, take it in the house if you can, put it in the trunk of your car if you can, and make sure you lock your doors too and roll up those windows at night. We have officers that patrol on bicycle, on Segway, on foot. Even some of the patrol cars, they'll ride through areas, get out, as the mayor said, and walk on foot and take a look at these cars. And in some instances, we've actually found walk up to the door and ask somebody, hey, you know you left something in your car, and give them more preventive tips to say and to reiterate, don't leave anything in your car. So for us to continue our trend, we're just asking you to make sure that you continue to do that, especially when you're around shopping areas like at the Walmart or at the gas station. Even if you run in real quick, it only takes a few seconds to really grab that whatever's in your car and take it out. So the best thing we can do is just keep it out of sight. And the second thing we can do is, as a community, you can always call 911 when you see somebody acting suspiciously. If they're walking down the street and they're looking into cars, pulling on door handles, call 911. Don't email anybody else. You can email us after you call 911 and give the best description that you can of that person, where they are at that point, and hopefully we can get here in time. And even if we don't catch this person in the progress of a crime, we're making a stop and we're identifying that person, and that person may realize that the community is watching me. Every time I go down the street and look in cars, the police are coming because somebody's watching me. And I think that's a very powerful thing for us to make sure that the community is aware. Call 911. Don't think that we're too busy. Certainly we are, but that's our purpose. So call 911.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we can take a few questions, and then we'll get to looking into some cars.
One topic
Yes,
question,
sir.
please.
Scott Taylor, C7. Good morning, Mayor. The question I have is, we caught four people breaking into vehicles. You're aware of that. It seems like they get a citation and they're back out on the street within hours. Residents think that's not tough enough. Would you agree with that or not?
Well, I don't know the specifics of the charges, but I can have the commander let you know how people are charged. I think we all recognize that a theft, low-level theft that's nonviolent, will get the charges that go with that type of crime. And unfortunately, we do see repeat offenders in this area. So I'm going to let the commander tell you what those charges are.
In reference to those are technically misdemeanor charges, the theft 2 from auto, but there is a law on the books that says if you have been convicted with 2 prior convictions of a misdemeanor theft, then we can charge you with a felony theft, which may carry a little bit more weight when we go to court. Also, when we do arrest these people for the theft and they get released, we always ask for stayaways because generally they're not from the same area where they're doing that, and so the officers know this, and when they see that person, they see them violate that stayaway, then the officers can immediately arrest them. So I think that's probably one of the things that is effective here in 4D. I know that our theft models are starting to go down, and so we want to continue that trend, and that's what we're working for.
Okay, any other questions? Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is it possible around here that we can get better lighting system? Because it's dark. People leave the bus stop down there where the girl was killed. It's dark when you come up the street.
Okay.
And mostly it's elderly people around here. And at night down in this area it's dark.
Okay, so I'm noticing the globe lights here, though you have very tall poles, which can also carry some light. So let's look at it and do an evaluation to see what we can do. Because this street also has very few trees, or young trees. You just got them. Okay, so we can, the globe lights are few and far between on the street, so we'll evaluate it. You got it. Yes, Mark.
Have you already started handing out these warnings district-wide, or is today the first day?
Well, this is not new in that I think MPD sometimes decides to do it. I don't know if you've been using these types of warnings, but we are focused on areas where we've seen thefts from autos at levels that are way too high. How long you been using it?
Yes, we've had this for quite some time. We use it intermittently, especially in the areas where there's an increase in theft from autos, or we're having a problem with that. So that's one of the things that we do. The other things that we also do is we try to make contact with the owner of the vehicle. Rather than put the ticket on there, we might see them leaving the vehicle, and we'll say, hey, please make sure you secure everything. And one last thing I'd like to add, take advantage of the camera rebate program, because that helps tremendously, because we may not be able to catch that person doing it right away, but I can tell you that most of my officers here, they know the people who are committing crime. We just have to have evidence, and video evidence, that's the best evidence that we can have. You know, we see them, and we've made several cases with video evidence that were that help us greatly.
Yes, sir.
Is this the only thing you're doing new to help give these habitual smash and grab people off the street, or is there more? Is it just part of a broader plan?
It's part of a broader plan. We are focused on the theft from auto, but also the theft, especially the package thefts, because we know one of the things are the person who steals from the package on the porch is the same person who's doing the theft. It's an opportunistic crime, right? So when we can do those things and arrest that person, we may not get them for the theft from auto, but we may get them for a package theft or stealing a bike out of the back of somebody's yard, and that may be one and the same person, and we've been pretty successful with that.
Okay. Kim, you have the last question.
I just wanted to say my car, somebody had gotten into my car a couple of weeks ago, and I called 911. I also reached out to the commander. He immediately had police presence in the neighborhood, and they took care of it. Fortunately, I didn't have anything in my car, so they didn't take anything. But I do appreciate the support that you continue to give us and more for. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's get started. Let's get to work.